I did mention previously, like the last stream or like the stream 2 streams ago, that like the best compliment I ever got was this dude always comes in clutch. See, like a lot of people get a lot of compliments, but the compliments I get are like super high quality. Like there's a lot of meaning behind them. I don't get very many. You know, it's like once every couple of years or so, right? But whenever I do get a compliment, it's ridiculous. It's like top tier. Like if you got compliments, like this is stuff that people don't even realize are compliments. Like they don't think to say this sort of thing. Like, oh, you're beautiful or whatever. No, this is like people will say this only in moments where it's actually meant to happen. Where this dude is like, bro, you always come in so clutch. Like nobody's gonna say that unless there's some context to it, and it really, really makes you appreciate that. But that's not the best compliment anyone ever gave me. And this is what I mean by like you're gonna know exactly what I mean by like people don't even realize they're complimenting you when they say this. Um, I was with this dude, aka Kalani. I was talking to him about like photography and stuff like that, and Ishan comes up to us and he's like, "Oh, you guys are talking about like this kind of like work and stuff." And he like tells AK because he knows me better, and he's like introducing me to AK basically, introducing us to each other because we hadn't seen each other in so many years, and he was like, "Yeah, Afraz does this like photography stuff, and yeah, Afraz will never work for anyone ever." And it's like, that's crazy that like that's the first thing he said about me. Like that's how he introduced me. What an incredible compliment. That's real shit. Everyone's out here like, oh, meet my friend. He's the chillest dude ever. Nah, meet my friend Afraz. He'll never work for anyone but himself. Like, holy shit, dude. What a way to be introduced. I like the sound of that. It's like, and I do resonate deeply with that. I don't want to work for anyone else. I don't think I ever will work for anyone else. I'll make a point of it. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna spend my time trying to help somebody else achieve their dream when I could be working on my dream. As far as I'm concerned, it's like my thought process is if I have a dream, then what else is there to do? There's nothing else to do, right? That's just my thought process. Like, oh, I could hop back on my phone and scroll through TikTok. No, wait, but why? Is that helping me achieve my dream? I could be doing all this stuff, but there's nothing else to do. I don't know. That's just the way I think about it. But I think he's right. I will never work for anyone. Or at least that's what I think. That's how I feel. I feel that way. Think I might try to set up my Patreon. I have a good idea for it. I'm gonna need to log in though. Alright, cool. I'll say something real quick. If I get one sub on Patreon, just one subscription, doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter what tier it is. The first ever subscription I get, I'll shave my head. I'll do that. Actually, wait. What the hell am I doing on Patreon? I gotta set up OnlyFans. That's what I gotta do. Okay. First ever OnlyFans subscription I get. Because I know actually OnlyFans was originally meant to be a competitor to Patreon. And in fact, their main goal in the beginning was to get creators on there. like YouTubers and things like that. Like their main goal was to get the Patreon audience to be. They did not intend to be this like basically porn site. That was not their original goal. Log in. Well, I don't have an account. Passwords. Bro, what the hell happened to this site passwordgenerator.net? Is it down right now? I've been trying to use it the whole day. Yeah, the site can't be reached. What the hell is going on? Alright, I gotta store this password in here. Alright. What the hell do you mean verification link is expired? I just sent it. I literally just sent the... Alright. Now. Wait, I just changed my username. What the... Why did it change back? Ah, dark mode. Now, I want to know if OnlyFans has some kind of an API. Let me see. OnlyFans API. Not for scraping, but for uploading. I want to know if businesses are out here using OnlyFans rather than Patreon. You know, to like upload content rapidly. I want to know what kind of automation tools they have. Because this is going to be real tough if, yeah, this is going to be real tough unless I'm able to use some kind of automated scripts to do this. Because I already have such an insane workload. I'm not trying to add more, but I'm trying to get more content out. Huh. I'll have to talk to some people about that. I noticed the past few times I've took showers, like after cutting my hair, a lot of my hair's been falling out. And I saw a video by this dude, what I've learned, like a while ago, a few months ago, and he was talking about hair loss. And long story short, a lot of new science is finding out that like hair loss can actually be mitigated by increasing blood flow to the scalp. Basically, like my mom has constantly been telling me like to keep up with my hair, and she was giving me this lecture again because I told her like, oh, every time I'm in the shower I can lose like strand like 20 different like strands of hair, like when I'm like rubbing the shampoo through my hair, I'm like losing some hairs, like 15 to 25 strands of hair I'm able to like pull out pretty easily, and I tell her about like, hey, this is what I found. This is massaging. It actually works. The whole aspect of social grooming kind of fixes like 40% of all problems that people have with their health. Social grooming fixes. It's just the problem with modern social life is that social grooming is dead. And my mom was like, oh yeah, we used to do head massages in India where they'd add oil to your head, and they do these like super comfortable massages where they like use their fingers to like poke your head and like sift through it kinda, and it was like a super comfortable thing and it feels really good. And my mom did it to me and it was like, oh, that feels so good. And I'm like, wow, no wonder it feels so good, because social grooming is supposed to feel good, and it feels good for a reason, because there's benefits for it, and it prevents hair loss. And there was even like videos they watched as kids, like black and white videos. My mom showed me a black and white video on YouTube. It was a super popular video that all the kids watched, where they like get the kids to watch it so that way they can convince the kids like, hey, the adults want to put oil in your head, basically. That like shampoo usually will strip the oils away from your scalp, the natural oils away, and then you'll use things like conditioner to put oils back into it, because it's a dry scalp. But what they did in India is they said, don't worry about doing all that. Let's add more oil into your scalp, and then we'll get one of these people who know what they're doing to like sift their fingers through your hair repeatedly, like really, really fast, India is actually ahead of its time in a lot of ways, and it's not just India; it's a lot of places. But like, I know more about India because my parents, they tell me a lot of stories. My parents had some really cool stories. I don't know why they don't ever like brag about it. I don't know why they don't like go deep into it. They never tell me unless I like provoke them or unless something comes up. It's like they would never tell me stories about India when I was little. Like, I only found out recently, like they used to live, like chimps used to live right by my parents' village. And like these little chimps would come in like families of like 4 or so, and they'd like raid all the homes in the area. They'd like go through the fridge and all that stuff. Like they were very intelligent the way they did everything. And even though they were super small, like a foot or two tall, they were super strong, and they knew like, okay, don't touch, don't mess with the what's it called, the chimps or the monkeys or whatever they were. She didn't know exactly what they were, but like they'd take the food, and like the adult monkeys would like take the fruits and stuff and hand it to the kids. They take like the bottles of milk. They're super intelligent the way they did it. They take the bottles of milk, open the cap, drink like a quarter gallon, put it back down, and like take as much as they can carry. And my mom and her brother and her sister and the rest of their family, they would like all stand in the corner like quietly and just let them take what they want and leave. Because like as a human, you also carry the threat of violence, so they're not going to come to you if they don't have to. And like maybe when I was littler, I would have been like, hey, if I was 14, I would have been like, these monkeys are 2 feet tall, just kick them. But that's a terrible decision. I know better now. Like, trust me when I say that was the best move, to to like let them do their thing, let them take what they want. Because these chimps, like, they travel in packs, they travel in families, and they all raid together. And you know what would happen? My mom told me, like, I asked, like, what would happen if, like, you guys try to, like, attack one of the chimps? They would just snatch somebody up. They would snatch up one of the kids or whatever and just take them. What happened next? I don't know. My mom didn't continue the story after that. I figured I shouldn't ask. Like, if she felt like telling me, then she would have told me. But yeah, staying in the corner and minding your own business, good call. The small ones, you know, we could probably beat in a fight, but it'll be a fight to the death in some cases. Are you willing to lose a few fingers or a few teeth just to protect like 20 cents of food? Because that's how much the food costs in American money. Things are cheaper in India, even still. Oh, hold up 1 sec.